Mate,
Go on.
you're not
What
ready for
happened?
this story, right?
How was it?
Terrible.
Oh, fucking big
Awful.
surprise. Was it just not
better.
your...
No, smegma and pastry.
That is fucking disgusting, isn't it?
It's horrid.
Completely undervalued everything you've just said. At first, I was like, yeah. And at the end, I was like, no. Fucking cable knit jumper, whether is it, lad? Yeah?
It's all right, isn't it? I like it a little bit. It's I've saw it at ASOS. I was like, is it me? Fucking put it on. Turns out it is.
I'm more of the jumper guy on this podcast, don't you think?
Yeah, but you know what I mean, mate. You fucking get your jumper game up.
Because I think I fucked up last winter doing the pod with you. I think it was I started saying fire and shit like that. I was picking up these young people bad habits. I started wearing hoodies again. Well, I just bought a collection of
You mad
fucking.
bastard.
You know what I mean? I was trying to get down with the kids.
Right.
Call me the hoodie boy.
Everything I fucking wear, you just copy me.
But no, now
Desperate
I'm
to
moving
be
back
me.
into jumpers. I've bought jumpers.
Oh, how very coincidental.
Exactly, what a
Saw me
fucking-
today. Did you bought jumpers in the fucking before we
Yeah,
started?
next episode I'll be wearing that home hoodie you wore.
Yeah,
It's fucking class.
It is a class hoodie. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I just got back off holiday.
Oh, really? Another holiday? Fucking, we are the podcast of people who go on fucking holidays. Do you
That
know
was
how,
a great sentence.
do you know
Well done.
I wrote it myself. Do you know how out of touch we are with the listener? They'll be like, these are fucking moaning about being skins all the time, but they're going on holiday like 5 times a fucking
It just
year.
seems like that because I went to Edinburgh, which was not a holiday.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Sunny Scotland, lad.
I'll beat you to death.
It's a beautiful city.
You went to Florida and spent your entire life savings
Yeah, I'm dead
and
now.
lived with your girlfriend's mum and dad, your wife's
Still
mum and
do.
dad in order to go. And I've been to Greece out of season. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
How was it?
Terrible.
Oh, fucking big
Awful.
surprise.
Awful.
I wasn't even sure whether to ask you.
Awful.
You're never happy with a holiday?
Awful, mate.
Why was it bad?
Awful. It wasn't. It was amazing.
Was
I had
it?
such
Yeah.
a wonderful time.
Good, I'm
to
glad
the
to
point
hear
where,
it.
to the point where I'm annoyed. I was annoyed while I was there. Like at one point, we were
Yeah.
like 4 days in. I just sighed, and Beth went, "What's up with you?" And I just went, "There's nothing to complain about," and I'm annoyed about it. Yeah. So then I was started complaining about the fact there was nothing to complain. Mate, it was perfect.
Really?
Anyway.
Good,
Oh,
I'm
it was
glad to
phenomenal.
hear it.
It was so good. It was so good. Your kids, none of them
Adults only.
are adults only. I'm never going
Mate.
back. I'm never going back. I've been
Yeah.
converted. Oh my God. We were on the beach. You get fucking drinks delivered to your sun lounger.
Does adults
Fuck.
only, though, mean that, like, fucking whistle gets blown at the end of the night and all the keys go in a bowl?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Back me up. Is this funny? There was a woman, right? This has been doing my fucking head in for ages, and since I've been back, I said it to Beth. She didn't find it funny. Since I've been back, I've said it to 2 of her friends and 1 of mine. No one's laughed yet.
Okay.
So it's a fucking terrible hit rate
Pressure.
on this joke.
Pressure.
But there was a woman that worked in the hotel. She was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Battery exhausted.
Fuck's sake. I've got a spare.
For good. How are you not prepped? We've not recorded in over a week. We're not recording in 10 days. How are you not prepared?
The only time that battery's been used was the last recording, and it was full at that moment in time.
How are you not
And it
prepared?
was plugged in and recording.
I think that was Beth turning the camera off so I don't call another girl attractive again. No, this girl, she was beautiful. She was beautiful, this woman. But it was ridiculous.
Local?
Yeah, she worked at the hotel.
Okay.
Beautiful. She looked like Ariana Grande.
She's
But this woman was, right?
Okay.
She was like a spitting image of Ariana Grande. So I called her Ariana Venti. Come on.
I can't.
Come on.
It's all right. But if you were in Italy, it would be banging.
Well, I wasn't.
But you're in Greece.
I was in Greece.
So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You can't do anything better with it, though, can you?
No, I
That's the
know.
point
I know.
I'm making.
I think it's just
Beth didn't get it, so I had to go Starbucks, innit?
Yeah.
Because they do the Grande side. And
No,
then
I
they do
know.
The Venti side.
It's
So,
actually in the forefront of my mind because I was at Starbucks at the weekend and I asked for a venti for the first time ever instead of a large.
That's
and
mad,
she
'cause
went,
I went
do you mean
to-
a large?
I
And
went
I
to
felt like a
Starbucks.
dickhead. I was like, I put in the effort for you.
Yeah.
Ariana Venti.
It's all right, innit? See, there we go. Thank you. Let us know in the comments. It's fucking doozy of a joke. My girlfriend's just too fucking thick to get it. That's what it is. That's so misogynistic. Just be like, anyone don't laugh at me. He's just
don't
fucking
understand
too
my
dumb
greatness.
to understand. Yeah, it was just mint, man. It was really good. There was nothing to complain about. It was like there was like a violinist when we
Really?
were eating our food and that. Just like
Fucking
playing.
weather. What was the weather like?
It's 29.
Oh man.
My only
Sweet
gripe
spot.
was that it was coming to out of season. Like they closed like 10 days after we left.
Yeah.
So there was nothing going on in terms of nightlife and stuff. But we found a dessert bar. I went and had ice cream. Your boy was living the dream, mate. It was fucking.
And that all-inclusive food drink.
Oh, the drink was awful. To be fair,
What?
I wasn't drunk a single time.
Too watered down.
It was just off.
I wasn't drunk a single time. You had to go at my sentence structure before. That doesn't sound. I wasn't drunk a single time.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, the food was amazing. It was seasoned with like salt and pepper and that. You know, I like that. And
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you actually?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, just a little salt bay. Yeah, it was just dead good. There was one thing I hated actually. We went for it as a part of staying in the hotel. You got like a complimentary like a la carte meal. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story.
I did, yeah. Look, boss.
Mate,
3 courses
fuck
of like
off.
haute cuisine. Is that the right term?
I don't know.
Fine dining.
It was terrible, bro.
Why was it terrible?
Because it was like, well, seasoned with other stuff other than salt and pepper. But you got this like set menu and you had to pick 2 starters, a main and dessert, and everything was just dog shit. The main was all right.
What do you mean by dog shit though?
I fucking
As in just not your...
No, smegma and pastry. Absolutely not. It's foul. Disgusting.
Mate, no,
Beth was like, oh, you'll like that. Try it. No.
If smegma tastes like that, sign me up for cleaning duty, mate, because I'm fucking on board with that fucking melted
Mate, it was
thing.
awful. It was awful. It was so grim. The main was all right, and then he brought me out some like fucking sesame ice cream mousse thing. Oh, fucking shit.
Sesame ice cream, savoury mousse.
So it was white chocolate mousse
Yeah.
with sesame on top of it.
It just sounds interesting to me.
Sounds awful.
See,
sounds terrible.
My
It's
my
foul.
palate goes, ooh, I like to try new things.
Oh, it was grim, mate. It was so
Really that bad, yeah.
It was horrible, yeah. Beth
Just wasn't
enjoyed
chicken
it,
nuggets
but
then.
she's fucking middle class. Fucking
Yeah,
Tory,
because she's actually fucking
horse
cultured.
owning loser. That's what she is. Oh, we had beef, you know. Had pure beef.
Were you like, where's the fucking cheesy chips,
Literally,
lads? I want me garlic and chili.
Oh my god, mate! They brought out cheesy chips. Horrendous. I don't know what they did to
Was it
them.
feta?
I don't know, but it was. Oh, it smelled terrible. It was awful. That was like my side. I had a side of like cheesy chips, but it was like a la carte cheesy chips. No, I want Mustaph's cheesy chips.
Yeah, pre-grated.
I don't want none of this.
Unloved.
Fucking, yeah, I want
Spat on.
the proper stuff. The proper stuff. The fucking food hygiene rating of 1 stuff. I don't want
That's
none of
the
this.
seasoning you want.
Came out in a little fucking tiny air fryer fucking thing. Oh, shite.
Sounds boss.
Oh, it was awful. Awful. And we'd booked the table for 8:30 and the fucking main restaurant stops at 9:30, so I couldn't even dip in for a slice of pizza.
Was that your plan, was it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's just a fucking disaster. Awful.
Do you recommend this all-inclusive thing? I've not done it.
You've not done all-inclusive?
Well, I think I
As a
have
fat
once.
cunt, you've not done all-inclusive?
No. I think I did once with my family when I was younger, but it was like the food was so bad that we didn't eat there.
Right, yeah. No, I have stayed in a few that are dog shit, but this one was great. You
So that put us
can't
off
go
then.
wrong. If you eat basic stuff like just pasta and pizza, you can't go wrong.
Well, I don't. I have a cultured palate. Yeah, of course I eat them, but I'm
this
not
is
going
the
to be
point
like...
No, what I'm saying is, like, they will have some stuff where you look at it and go, fucking hell, what is that? I don't trust that.
It's
But
red
they've
salt,
always
mate. We've
got,
just put it on the chips.
yeah, we've always got, like, options like with pasta and pizza and stuff, so you one way or another you're eating.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you're not selling it to me. I want you to be like, yeah, it's boss. It's that tasty one way
well,
or
it's
another.
not.
You're
It's
eating
a fucking school
Yeah.
canteen, but you can have your food in 30 seconds of entering the restaurant. It's amazing. Do you know what I was ranting about? How you don't have to do any little paying shit. Just
That's
walk in. You don't even sit down. You think they just get shown where your table is. You don't even sit it though. Just go and get your plate and that. You fucking throw your lasagna on with your shreddies. It's fucking amazing.
This is what combination. I
Oh,
never
mate,
thought
that's
I'd do it
outrageous. I'm a spaz when I'm in there, mate. Like, Simon Wozniak's got a bit on it about how, like, you look at other people's plates and, like, it's all nice and, like, there's a bit of fucking... It makes sense what they've got, and he's got, like, watermelon and spag bol on the same plate. Dead funny. But, yeah, I love it all-inclusive. It's all right.
Do you know the way you were like you were fuming about city breaks and then this has pushed you in this direction and you've from the sounds of things you found your little sweet spot.
Oh, mate, your boy was relaxed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did? I read a book.
Oh, mate, I used to think when I'd see people like when I was a kid playing in the pool and people would read a book at the poolside, I'd be like, "What are you doing? There's a pool here. How could that sounds boring."
I read a book. I read a
amazing
book.
to me.
One of my first books in ages. It was called "They Both Die at the End." Loved it. Nearly cried at the ending. When they both died, man. And then was also furious at the ending because I would have written it better. Like point blank.
Really?
I've made Brennan Reese buy the book so that he can enable me when I tell him what my ending would have been.
Really?
Yeah, mate. I was so pissed off. I was so deflated.
Why
I read it and I just instantly sighed when I closed it. It's a really good book, but the last 15 pages pissed me off.
Is that just because was it not the ending you wanted, or did you not get the closure? Because I like it. Sometimes people complain when a story's left open-ended.
Yeah, so it definitely got the closure, but it wasn't the obvious ending is so obvious that I'm pissed off at him. Like the obvious better ending.
I was gonna say like there's a difference between obvious and better, isn't there? Maybe they wanted to move you up.
Both. No. Honestly, the ending was fucking stupid. Yeah. In fact, every listener
did you
needs
want
to go
them
and
to
buy
not
the
die?
book. No, it's not even that. I was happy with them dying. I was fine with them dying, but anyway, don't fucking matter. I've got on a bit of a reading hike now. My New Year's resolution was to like widen my vocabulary this year, and I've all I've done is use the word crucially in my set. So
I've
not really achieved it. Yeah, yeah, just the same word. Yeah. So I've not really achieved it. So I've got like 6 books now, and I'm working my way through. I've already halfway through my next one. Fucking you boys.
Sick. What are you reading now?
He's well read.
What are you reading?
He didn't put on his sun cream. I hate that joke.
I've never heard it before.
You've never heard it? Every fucking hacky comic's got it.
What are you reading?
What am I reading?
What's the current book?
It's called The Satsuma Complex. Bob Mortimer wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Wrote it?
Yeah. You said The Satsuma Complex. I went, what nonsense is that? You said Bob Mortimer. I went,
it's fun. It's a fun read. Yeah. We've got very boring all of a sudden. But your boy's going to be fucking cultured. I'm going to be coming in here with fucking Shakespearean chat.
No, you fucking
have loads of that.
Mate, don't fucking try and out Shakespeare me, baby. The fucking Merchant of Venice is my homeboy. I've read that shit.
Never heard of it.
Did it in school,
Sounds
mate.
terrible, actually. I don't think I will. Sounds awful.
I want to segue into cruises. That's what I want to start doing. I've reached that age. They say don't.
When you mention the segue, it's not a segue. No, the mere mention of the segue doesn't mean.
I'm not. I didn't mean in the conversation. I meant in terms of holidays. I want to move into cruises. Yeah, I want to start going on cruises.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to segue the conversation. I mean, like, I want to move. I want to transition.
Segue alert.
I want to be a cruise boy. I want to go cruising. I've been, that has a different meaning. I've been on, like, city breaks. I did, like, Florida and stuff. I want to just, like, they say, don't do this, that adage, isn't there? That cruises are for the overfed, the newlywed, and the nearly dead. And I feel like I'm ticking all 3 of them boxes now, baby. And I feel like it's for me. Because it's like that all...
I've never heard that before, but that's so you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It sounds appealing to me. It's like all of the benefits of all-inclusive in that, like, a cruise ship's just a hotel in the sea, innit? Mm-hmm. It's got all your food.
Traffic centre on water. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's got all your stuff to do, all your activities. But then each day, you're just pottering about somewhere different. You've not got enough time to be like a knackering city break. But you're like, oh yeah, I'll have a little wander around Barcelona. Then I'll get back on the ship and eat me fucking weight in fish fingers.
Yeah, but you don't really do anything though, because like you don't see Barcelona. You get off the ship at the dock, and then you go have a pizza, and then you're back on it again.
No, but you don't go have a pizza because it's all inclusive on the ship. Why would you waste your time paying for food?
So like you
just have a little. Well, what I think with an all-inclusive holiday, I think I'd get bored just sat around the pool. So this is eliminating that. It's giving me something to do during the day.
I've always been like that. Oh my god! Actually, funnily enough, I went to a water park while I was there
in Greece.
Yeah. You know your boy loves the water park. Don't like me heights, so I can't be doing them with the roller coasters too much. Water park's perfect. Love my water park. Get me top off. Get a tan in the queue. Love it. Love it, mate. This water park was built by Jigsaw. It was fucking horrendous. Oh my god, it was so bad. It made Aquaslash look like a massage. It really did. It was fucking horrific.
I feel like you're getting punished,
mate. I wouldn't go on stuff. I hurt my elbow. The first slide I went on, I might still have the cut. Fucked up my elbow, proper bad. Can you see a scab?
I can't from here, but I'll take your word for it.
It's got scars. Actually fucked up my elbow pretty bad. But it didn't matter if the slide itself was safe because you just got dumped into like a foot of water. So I smacked the first slide. I smacked my elbow off the floor. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then we'd already sort of knew that it was a little bit lethal because a couple of people in the reviews had mentioned that the slides are a bit heavy and stuff. And immediately like figured that out. So we'd already got there and like gone, I'm not going on that one. That's the one everyone's talking about, blah, blah, blah. So I went on this first one. I was like, fucking hell, everything's a bit intense. And then we walked past this slide that everyone's talking about. You're just watching like these fat fucks get airtime, mate.
That sounds sick to me.
No,
like flying.
No. It was awful. It was so bad, mate. It was so bad. We walked past this one. And it was like like the sort of like a mat one, but it's not. You've not got a mat. It's just, but it's got like the little bumps.
So you go on. You go face down. like on your front.
You can lie on your back. It's entirely.
Oh, health and safety's not a thing there. They're not.
Nah,
do whatever you want. Do a handstand.
They really weren't though, because it's like coming to the off season. So there was like one lifeguard manning like 6 fucking slides. So we've gone down one of them, and a guy's just like appeared behind me, like before I've even got out, like immediately, and I wanted to.
Like the off season makes a difference, as if they've got like a death quota where they're only allowed 2 deaths per season. They're all like, oh yeah, that's got a week.
It was insane. The most fun we had while we were there was just watching these big, fat, fucking massive ones. Like we were giddy, mate, watching them come down this slide, because they would all get to the bottom and they just look back at the slide with bewilderment.
Like what have you just done to me?
Just happened? Like, mate, when I tell you they were bouncing from one, because it's one of those, I can't fucking, I'll try and get a photo.
Skipping on the water like a fucking pebble.
Literally. And I'll get a photo of it because I can't really show you, but like, it's one of those ones where they've just got like little bumps in the slide. Yeah. So you're sort of going up and down. Mate, they were missing bumps. They were, mate, it was insane. You're watching like these kids go down. You're watching these kids go down. The kids going dead slow, and it's not exciting. But then Beth's like, "His dad's at the top. His dad's at the top. Oh my god, we've got to wait for his dad to come in, mate." These fucking blokes were getting their heads smashed down the slide. It was so. We watched it for about 15 minutes. It was fucking ridiculous. I said to Beth, I was like, "I want that guy's job. That lifeguard there. I want his job." He's just sitting there watching these fucking idiots.
Because you think that, don't you? It'd be boring being a lifeguard, but not if that's what you're
not
watching.
At that place, mate. It was so. I went on about 5 slides. The rest I just watched other people do it. It was.
I've just
heavy.
Grown out of them. I think.
What?
I think I've grown out of them.
Quite literally, don't fit in the tube.
No, I fit in the tube. It's just it fucking does your back in, doesn't it? Like look, the way the tubes are put together, there's so many ridges in them. It's just not fucking worth it. I like the ones where you're on a dinghy, me. That sound. I haven't grown out of them.
I do like a rubber ring one.
Yeah. Whereas when I was a kid, they were the ones that I thought were shite.
Yeah.
But now, I like the rubber ring one. A little rubber dinghy.
Yeah, no, I do like those. We went on the lazy river about 5 times. Usually hate a lazy river, but there was only about 4 rings and there was a queue of about 30 people, so I was just going past them and going, "Wee!" and just staying on.
I do love a lazy river, you know, but like in Florida, Volcano Bay, which is like the Universal water park, they took it to the next level. They had a rapids river, so rather than being lazy, you don't get the dinghy, you get like a life jacket and you just hurtled at speeds. And it was fucking sick, mate. And I could stay in that for hours, just bobbing like a cabbage at high speeds. It was sick.
Oh, an apple?
Nah, cabbages get bobbed, don't they?
No, but the apple
I'm a bit bigger than an apple. I'm a cabbage lad.
Fair dues. But yeah, aside from that, not a lot else to report from the holiday. It was exactly like I went for a really nice, relaxing time where nobody bothered me, and that's what I got.
Did you learn to like olives?
Huh?
Learn to like olives? You're in Greece. Olives are a big thing there, aren't they? Okay, just asking.
Oh, I had fucking pizza every day.
Yeah, I have olives on my pizza. What's your go-to pizza topping? I don't know why you got so excited about that. No, I think it tells you a lot about a person, and I want to know. I feel like we've been friends for a long time, and Domino's, I don't know what your go-to pizza topping
from
is.
Domino's, I get the meatballs and the chicken strips. Sometimes peppers, probably not though, because your boy's not trying to be that healthy.
Anyone who isn't veggie or vegan and doesn't get pepperoni on a pizza, I think needs locking up.
I do back it, and I will eat pepperoni. However, when I was at the Manchester Christmas market about 6 years ago, I got a pepperoni pizza slice, and I was like, "Oh, it tastes a bit spicy. That's quite nice." About 6 hours later, I nearly died.
Shitting.
Mate, vomiting, but like no food poisoning I've ever had before in my life. Like to the point where I couldn't breathe. Like it was fucking
like
insane.
A cured meat though. It's
mate,
like it's not going to be the pep.
Out of date. No, it was genuinely because it was one of those where I went out with
you were shitting out whole pepperoni because your body refused to digest it.
With my missus at the time, we'd ate the exact same thing as each other all day, and then the only thing she didn't have was the pepperoni pizza. And I remember going, "Oh, it's got a bit of a spicy kick."
So putting it together,
mate, because it had the spicy kick.
Got the magnifying glass on you.
Had the spicy kick, and I remember just thinking, "Oh, it's just German. They do fucking mad shit with the Christmas markets and that." It's probably
put you off pep.
Yeah, a bit.
That's the goat, mate. It's the best one.
Wow.
I've got a friend who is go-to pizza, and it's not. And the thing is, he doesn't even go to like the chains, like a Domino's or a Papa John's. I mean, like a kebab house pizza. Which if you're getting a pizza from a kebab house, that's a bad decision, isn't it? They're like the worst. Now they're the worst pizzas, man. If you're getting a pizza, go to a pizza place. Don't get a pizza from a kebab house. And he gets chicken, sweet corn, and tuna.
Kill him with
tuna.
Fire. Kill him.
That is fucking disgusting, isn't it?
He's horrid. He's horrid.
Chicken, tuna, and
which
sweet
friend
corn.
is this?
I can't name him. I got
name him so I can block him on Instagram. That's foul. It's awful.
I'll tell you off. Say off pod. I genuinely don't want him getting any hate. Mate, that's a serious crime. It's a serious crime. I may as well have just outed him as a nonce.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, I get that. Oh, mate. Horrible. Foul. I had the most unbelievable fucking experience on Saturday at a gig.
So back home?
Yeah. I got back from the holiday on like Wednesday, I think, Tuesday. I don't fucking know. Whenever I got back.
That sharp intake of it scared me. I thought you were going to suck me over to that
Why
side
was I talking about my shit water park experience? Mate,
go on.
You're not ready for this story, right? Doing a gig in Leeds for Rob Riley. Listeners won't know who that is, but he's quite a major booker within the Northwest. I was doing a trial gig for him. Not really worked for him before. Was doing a gig in Leeds. It's a new venue that he's got, and it was fine. Like, absolutely fine. There's like 50 people there, and it's one of those where like a lot of them know each other, and there was quite a lot of coked up knobheads in the crowd. Okay. But it went well. It went all right. Wozniak was closing. And after the show, we're just sort of stood at the back chatting, like it was cash on the night, so we're waiting to be paid. And we're stood at the back chatting. Now, this is where fucking Wozzy's got like veteran moves, mate. Veteran. Because Wozzy said before he went on, Rob, could I get paid now?
Because he saw it coming.
Because I don't want to, like, they're going to be, like, I'm already looking at these people. And I just don't want to be dealing with, oh, mate, that was fucking shit. That you don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you meant like, this gig's going to go south and I want to get me money.
Yeah. So he goes, can I get paid now? So I can just get off afterwards. And Rob goes, yeah, no worries, gives him his money. And then we're still at the back after the show, and we're just like, he's literally just come off stage, we're having a quick chat, and then we're getting off. This girl comes over. This girl, she's like 30 years old, something like that. So I guess the woman, lady.
It's not a girl, it's a woman. Grown-ass woman.
Creepy little weirdo.
I'm 32.
Because she's like, woman, a grown-ass woman.
I didn't say it like that.
Well, that's how I chose to hear it.
Just being an observation.
She comes over and she sort of goes, oh, you guys were great, sort of thing. Literally, the second she's come over, Wozzy's hit me on the shoulder and went, I'm going to get off, Aaron. Nice one, though, and just fucking left me with this girl, right? I've still not been paid. So I'm stood there, right?
You're just happy to be there.
Yeah. But she seems friendly enough, and she's going like, oh, I really enjoyed it, sort of thing. Like, I don't really come to comedy too often, but that was great and that sort of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, thanks so much. I'm glad you had fun. Like, keep supporting the gig. It's going to be back every month, that sort of thing. Stood there talking to her for about 30 seconds. Some guy comes over, and he goes, "What's all this then?" Swear to God, right?
What?
I swear to God, everything I'm about to tell you is true.
Okay.
We embellished some stuff for this. I rang Beth immediately. Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm talking about. We don't do that. I rang Beth immediately after the gig because I couldn't believe what happened, right? I swear to God, everything I'm about to tell you is true. Boyfriend comes over. Guy comes over, whatever, and just goes, "What's all this then?" And she literally just turns to him with like full disdain and just goes, "I'm just talking to him." Like that, right? So I'm like, immediately I've gone, like, what the fuck?
And I'm really sorry to cut you off, but can I just ask, like, leading up to that and the conversation before he fucking entered the chat, was there physical contact at all? Did she put her hand on your arm and go, "No, that was a really good show"?
Absolutely nothing. She literally came over to me and was just
you
like,
were sitting
really
on your hands, trying to avoid any sort of fucking.
Yeah. There was nothing at all. And so he comes over. What's all this then? She goes, "I'm just talking to him." And he goes, "Right, well, that's fine, but you barely said 2 words to me all night."
You've been watching a fucking show, you're not bad.
Right. So she goes,
"I'm going to cinema. You fucking haven't spoken to me all night."
But then fucking you go to cinema to watch to watch Fight Club, and Brad Pitt comes in, and she's just going like,
"Oh, sick film."
By the way, I've just called myself Brad Pitt. If you don't know, you know.
Not just Brad Pitt and Fight Club, one of his finest.
I could have his trim in Fight Club. Forehead's way too big. Yeah, Brad Pitt is best. What sort of fucking god complex have I got there?
Pack broke the headlines.
Been to be, a Titanic there, and fucking, wouldn't you know, Leonardo DiCaprio's in the venue. Hey, he's cable knit sweater. So she goes, "I'm just talking to him." He goes, "I'm not. Well, you barely said 2 words to me all night." And she goes, "What are you do? He's got a girlfriend anyway." Like, so I'm stood there, and I'm like ready to get off, and I'm like, okay. And he's gone, "Right, well, enjoy your chat," and just walked away, right? Oh. So she's super embarrassed. Oh. And now what she has to do is explain
Oh, she doesn't though.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. Glad you said that.
But if I was there, I would.
You would, right?
Yeah,
you would. So he walks off, and she just fucking glares at him as she watches him walk away, right? And she goes, I can't fucking stand him.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. Good opener.
Okay. She goes, I can't fucking stand him. He's my fiance. We're supposed to get married next year. On Monday, he walked out, told me that I was ugly and that he's never loved me. Right? So I stood there. I'm like,
I've got 2 tickets to the show in Leeds on Saturday.
And that's the exact thing I said.
And it's non-refundable.
That's exactly what I said. And I went, the fucking, mate, big up you because you just fucking still went, I spent 14 quid on these tickets. I don't know who Aaron Wood is, but I'm not letting it go to waste. Right? So she says that, right? And I'm like, right, all right, fucking hell, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And she went, and now he's just fuming.
That's a lot of stuff. What else could you say?
But yeah, what can you say? So she goes, and now he's just fuming. And now he's just fuming because he fucking hates when I speak to everyone, to speak to anyone. And I don't think it helped that while we were in the break, we had a bit of an argument, and I told him that I fancied you more than him.
Oh,
and I was like, right, I don't know what's happening here now, but I'm not being the guy that you used to make him jealous. So I was just like, right, yeah, that definitely won't help that. And the whole time, Rob's packing away his stuff. Yeah. Because obviously he does the comedy in a van thing. He drives to venues, he puts on all his stuff, puts on a show, and then he takes all his stuff again and he leaves. So he's packing all his stuff away. And I'm sort of like looking at him, and I'm, Joe, and like, with no words being said, I'm giving him a look that he should see.
You're
and
screaming
go,
at him in your mind.
I'm screaming at him, and all I want him to be, Aaron, can you give me an hand with this? That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Right?
He's going, why is this cunt looking at me like that?
Why is he staring at me? Fucking these fucking losers trial spots. Like everything that's like happened in their relationship. Like she's like, I'm like 30 years old. We've been together 11 years.
Jesus.
Like we got together like way too quick and way too serious too quick. She went, I've got 2 kids. One of them's 6. Like we're just like, and the other one's just slightly younger. Like we're just too serious. Like we've got a house together, and I can't stand it. Like I don't know what do you do in that situation. I was like, I can't advise you.
like you have you just age your material.
Yeah.
You don't sound like a well-adjusted person.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She's asking you for your advice.
She goes, if I was your best friend, what would your advice be? And I went, I've got no mates, me. They put me in situations like this, and I don't want to. I've got no advice, none whatsoever. I went, I'm not getting involved, girl. And she was like, well, do you think I'm attractive? And I went, it's not for me to decide. It's just not for me. Because first of all, even if she wasn't with someone and I was, do you know what I mean? I'm not about to do that. I've just been working for a pro. I'm not about to start fucking trying to cop off with someone. So even if I was single, no, do you know what I mean? Like, but I was just like, it's not for me to decide. Like, you need to have your own self-love, positivity, all that sort of stuff. If I tell you that you're attractive and he tells you that you're ugly and you believe both of them, then that's on you. Do you know what I mean? Like you need to figure this out for yourself, girl. Like it's not.
Someone's been on BetterHelp. Use the discount code. We don't have one.
I wouldn't fucking want them. They're arseholes. They're genuine. Like such bad reviews for them.
Little side note though. I mean, it's not important at all. It adds no value to the story. But I just need to know: did you find her attractive?
Well, this is it, right? So I felt terrible for her. Like I felt so awful for her because this guy sounds like a fucking arsehole, right? He sounds like such an, like, it's the same reason that I don't watch Love Island and shit like that. I've said this to Beth loads because these like young pretty girls, they go on the show and they just get their confidence crushed by these fucking arsehole men. And we get a lot of stick on TikTok and stuff for like siding with the women in a lot of situations. But you just don't, like, they're arseholes, man. Like, she was like conventionally attractive, like she was pretty and she was small and petite or whatever. And he's just made her feel like absolute shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't like it. It made me feel sad for her.
One thing I would say though is what she did was also a.
Well, this is it, right? This is it.
I mean, obviously, what he said was abhorrent. But
yeah. I had the long conversation with Beth about it, and I actually want to kind of write material on it, not to be a too fucking like Daniel Sloss, do you know what I mean? In like the relationship guru, but I had such a long conversation with Beth, and like, yeah, it's terrible what she's done by like trying to fucking like. Have a chat, like she's putting all this, like she shouldn't be telling me her life story.
Oh, I don't mean that. I mean the undermining, like the saying to him, I find him more attractive than you, and then as soon as the show ends, making a beeline straight for you. It's bad. She's acting as if he's blew his cap off for no reason. Yeah, but she's deliberately, cultured this situation. What he did previously is fucking wrong. Yeah, but
There's no guarantee she even said that to him. Maybe she just said it to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we just don't know. But I did sort of get the sense that, like, from everything, like, I only got one side of the story, but from the way he was acting, I was like, this is fucking, he's an arsehole. And the fact he's calling her ugly and stuff, like, Beth could do anything to me. I'm not about to start fucking calling her ugly and now she's disgusting. It's just abuse. You're just being a horrible person. And if she's being horrible to you, then that's fine. Just leave. Leave. Stop being a fucking arsehole. But the reason that they have this is because, like, she got together when she was like 19 with him. So she's not had that shit relationship and then met someone that's treated her better. Well, yeah, she's still in it. Do you know what I mean? But she's not had that horrible relationship and then met someone. Because, like, I remember when I was with my ex-girlfriend, it just wasn't working. It was super toxic and all this sort of stuff. But then when we came out of it, I went, this works and this person's lovely. Yeah. And like we get along great. And now the parameters for what I'll put up with change. It's the same with Beth. She had fucking arsehole exes, proper horrible people, and then she met me and it fucking continued, bless her. Anyway, she deserved it, right? She deserved it. She sat on the remote and it turned off The Simpsons. I was raging. But no, so she just never had that relationship that ended and then discovered that she could be treated better. And a lot of people, I just don't think a lot of people in relationships realise that actually they are a catch. Do you know what I mean? They've just been fucking, they have their confidence like broken down by these fucking arseholes that they're in a relationship with for 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. And they don't know. Like I said to Beth, I was like, regardless of whatever happens with us, make no mistake that you could find somebody else tomorrow. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, what?
I agree with what you're saying, but what I do want to say, and I want this on the record, I want to go on the record as saying is not everybody is a catch. Some people are fucking
But this is the point.
Terrible.
No, this is the point. Everyone is a catch for somebody. Everyone is a catch because somebody has that right bait. Do you know what I mean? So you might be a fucking loser. An absolute loser. But there's another loser out there. Go and shag them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to have your fucking confidence and everything about you just fucking belittled by this arsehole who doesn't respect you. Somebody will respect you. Even if you stink, somebody else stinks. And they'll like your smell. You know what I mean? By the by. Getting on me rant now.
I think both can be to blame in a relationship. I think it's people, and I think like conflict resolution is it's different for everybody, innit? Like I definitely, when I was a kid, like you know, you didn't have a sibling, but like arguing with a sibling, I didn't really learn conflict resolution because we both lash out at each other. We'd get over it dead quick, but our parents would like force us to just be friends without talking it through, and that didn't help either. I actually don't think that was a good idea. No,
definitely not. Yeah. When I was with like my ex-girlfriend, I remember we were together for so long, and that was part and parcel of why we stayed together for even as long as we did, because I kept going, it's been this many years of my life sort of thing. But my confidence was in the gutter. I felt awful. Felt just dog shit all the time. My mates would be going like, mate, you need to just fucking sort this out. You're 19. Bin it off. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I was sort of going, I won't find anyone else. And then we split up, and within a week, I've discovered actually there's plenty of people. There's plenty of people out there. Why are these people sitting with these fucking people they can't stand? When you watch comics go on stage, you'll be like, oh, fucking hell, I've been with her 30 years, so I can't stand the sight of her. Why? Yeah. If I don't love everything about the person that I'm with, then I'm not with them. What's the point?
Oh, don't be a dick. You can't love everything. No, nobody's perfect, lads. You don't love everything. I'll back you being altruistic, and I agree with a lot of the things you're saying. Let's be real. Some people are cunts. Not everyone's a catch. And baby, I don't love everything about you. Just most things.
No, yeah, Beth does sort of stamp her feet when she walks upstairs. She's really not. But the point is, it doesn't make me hate her. But like, you see these fucking couples, and they hate each other. Yeah, they hate each other.
You're a complete fucking stranger, and she's just been like, I hate this. The father of me kids.
She hates him, bro. Yeah. She hates him, and she was telling me that she hates him, and she's trying to keep it under wraps a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, not done with what happened on the night.
I was just going to say,
I've got on my eye arse and stuff, because it just does make, like, I probably sound like a knobhead to some of the fucking listeners that are like
you don't every other week. It's fine.
Yeah, there is that. But like, some of them might be in relationships, so you know, it takes a lot of work and all this sort of stuff. But like,
it does though, because not everything's 100% all the time. There is ups and downs, and there are times when the other person fucking does your head in. And I'm not talking about anyone in specific.
I just feel like there's a lot of people that aren't prepared to leave a relationship. Yes. Like, I can't tell you what Beth would have to do to get it's the list of things she would have to do to get rid of me is so short, man. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm not going to live my life like that. I don't see the point. Anyway, by the by, this woman was a bit mental. So that all happens. She's telling me a life story and other such stuff.
Completely undervalued everything you've just said.
But the point is, there's a mental person out there for her.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the last thing I said that she did?
So she just started to tell you the things he'd been. We got up to the bit where she told you that she told him she fancied you. Why do I feel like I'm on a playground? Hermione told Ron to tell Harry that. Fuck off.
I'm not an owl. So she's getting really sad, bless her. She goes, I've had a lot of wines and I don't want to cry. And I was like, yeah, I don't want you to either. Because I have been talking to you for about 3 minutes and there's a lot of people that don't know what we're talking about and I look like I've made a young girl cry.
I've made it about you.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm really sad for you. But like, for me, really not cool if you cry.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sort of half trying to make her laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
So she sort of snaps out of it.
A comedian deflecting genuine emotion with humour.
Who knew? And then she goes, is there like a back exit that like can we go outside or something? Like she was like, do you smoke? And I was like, no, I don't know. Like,
sorry to cut you off. She said, do you find me attractive? And what did you say to that again? Sorry.
I said it's not for me to decide.
Yeah,
I was like, you need to figure that out for yourself.
So she said,
like,
you know,
me telling you that you're attractive isn't going to help your situation that you're in.
Yeah.
Like, I was just, anything she said, I was just like deflecting every question because I'm not about to have her go. He said I'm good looking to her fucking boyfriend and me. Do you know what I mean?
You get battered.
So she goes, "Is there? Can we go outside? Like, is there a back exit or something?" I was like, "No, I don't think so. No, because he's outside at this point. He's outside having a cigarette on the front. I don't know if he was waiting for it, right? So I've missed out quite a big chunk of the story. At the back of the room, there was this really annoying bellend, so obnoxious, was a proper dickhead. And then he went and closed. No, I'm joking. He was just being a knob. He was heckling all night and shouting loads out. Like before I went on, he was like, if I say anything, if I shout out, just ignore me. And I went, just don't shout out.
Yeah, that seems like
He was like, no, I'm gonna shout out. I was like, just don't. Just don't. Like, you don't have to. And then he did. And then
God,
he was just he was a gobshite, but he kept coming over after it. After every act, he'd come over and be like, oh, me, oh, shit, that was dead good, that was dead good. And then he'd slip off into the toilets, go wait for a cubicle. And yeah. So he was so coked up and he was like proper, like fucking Roy dead, like dead tight shirt. He's like fucking muscles everywhere sort of thing, right?
His head looked like a fucking muscle.
Yeah. Her fiance got really pally with him. So that's what she says to me. She goes, we've come out here for the. She said that happened on Monday, where he said I was on a show. This is such a long-winded story. I'm trying my best to remember it all. That happened on Monday, and then we already had the tickets booked for this. And I said to him, I was like, let's just go to we have not seen him since. And I said, let's just go to this night. We'll have a couple of drinks and we'll try and just work through it. And we've got here tonight, and he's just doing coke with this fucking new mate that he's met.
Okay.
And he's pissing me off. And then she goes, "Is there a back exit?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't think so." I knew there was because that's the door I came in. But, I was like, "No, I don't. No, I don't
you
think
intend
so."
on leaving
just,
out of?
Yeah, just kept deflecting, just not going for it and stuff. And then she just carried on talking, and she was going like, she said like, "Have you got Instagram and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got it. Just find me on there." Knew she wouldn't. She didn't know my name.
Yeah,
she didn't know my name. She was hammered. So yeah, just find me on there. Yeah, I'll go. She was like, "Do you reckon we could like chat?"
Oh God.
And I went, I don't know. Probably not. I'm just trying to just like not give her anything.
Probably
you know what I mean?
not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, yeah, sweet. This couple comes over to me. This like older couple, like in the 40s,
while
50s, she's still over there, and they come over and she's goes, "Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say that I like really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it tonight. It was great." And I just sort of turned my back to her. I'm like, perfect.
Onto the next
this,
one,
right?
Yeah. Did you let off a fart as well? Just
Yeah. So I've turned to this couple, and I've gone, fuck it, like nice one. Yeah, I'm glad you really enjoyed it. Keep supporting the gig. Keep supporting the night. All that sort of stuff. She's then just sort of got the message and just walked away. I felt awful for it. She's just walked away, and I thought she's just gonna have to go and just figure out her stuff. Like. I can't get involved. Do you know what I mean?
You're not qualified.
I'm not some fucking relationship therapist. Do you know what I mean? And then as she's walked away, I've said to the couple, I was like, "I'm so glad you guys came over." That girl's just like unraveled her entire life story to me.
Bitch,
yeah.
You little sneaky bitch.
Well, I had to sort of explain why she just left when they came over because he'd noticed. Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, she just unraveled her entire life story. Like it was proper heavy. Like it's fucking. So I was just sort of like, thanks for coming over. Like because I don't. Yeah, I was sort of stuck. I didn't want to get involved, sort of thing. The couple have gone, "Oh, is that her?" And I've gone, "Yeah." What? And they went, "Is the fiance here tonight?" And I just went, "Yeah, he's here." He's like, "Is that the guy that's kicking off outside?" And I went, "For fuck's sake!"
Oh my God.
He was outside screaming at this new coked up mate that he's got. about how they've come to a fucking comedy night to try and fix a relationship, and she's trying to cop off with one of the fucking comedians. If he comes out here, I'm gonna smash his fucking head in, right?
Oh,
so they've told me that, right?
God.
And that's half why they came over to fight, because he had his feeling it was probably me they were talking about, right? So I'm like, what
Who's moderately
the
attractive enough to steal this man's fiance from him?
And also, it was me and Rob Riley left at the gig. So I'd imagine it was probably me, right? So I heard that, and I said to that couple, I was like, listen, the game's a game. If you don't know the buttons, that's not me. That's not, you know what I mean? Get your fucking riz up, bro. I was just like, fuck's sake. So I thought, I'm going to have to tell Rob about this whole situation. At this point now, this guy's come back in, and he's just having that cocaine chat with this mate that he's got, where they're just grabbing onto each other, and he's like screaming into the guys. Yeah, they've got a band now. They're actually really good. They've released the debut album already. So I told Rob about it, and he was like, Sam, just help me with my stuff to the van, and then just dip off out the back door. She nearly got my head caved in, and I did fucking nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was just stood there, just minding my own business, bro. And she came over, and oh my God, it was so eggy. It was so
That's
fucking
terrifying,
eggy.
though, innit? I'd be fucking shitting myself.
Well, I was just like, I just don't need this. Like, he was clearly just he was like 5'7", just proper short man syndrome, just fucking fuming. And had this new mate who was like a dickhead as well. I was like, I can't. I'm not. Come on.
We come to this comedy show to fix our relationship. We thought we'd sit in silence and respect the acts on stage by not talking to each other.
Yeah.
And if I don't hate her for the entirety of the gig, it must be love.
Yeah, must be. Yeah, she was in a fucking bad way.
And did you just dip out? Didn't see either of them?
Yeah, just let me help you, speakers, see a van, Rob, and
that was it.
Yeah, just got off and yeah, but fuck it, mate, just mad, absolutely mad. I felt terrible for her. I felt bad for him in a way, because like ultimately he is in a relationship where she just fucking fell out of love. Oh yeah, that was it. She goes, I can't be arsed pretending. She said, I'm supposed to see, they have a house together. He's left and like stayed with his like mum or something.
And they've still come to this comedy night.
And then they've come to this comedy night, and they're meant to go back tonight. And she goes, I can't be asked of him coming back to our place tonight and me just having to pretend to come like I always do. And I was like,
oh my fucking God.
I mean, ultimately, I can't help you with that either. Really. I don't know what you want to get out of this exchange, but like, even if you got what you kind of, I feel like you do want, same difference. Do you know what I mean?
She comes to you for relationship advice and an orgasm, the two things that you're incapable of providing.
Yeah. You're getting the same outcome in a different bed at best. Do you know what I mean? It's terrible. Terrible.
Or alleyway.
Yeah, man, it was heavy. It was very heavy. Like, I was just trying. He kept coming over at irregular points of the night, and he was doing that thing where he's like, everything all right here, yeah? Love the show, by the way, mate. Love the show. And I was just like, yeah. And
like, he's trying to end the conversation.
Yeah, and she just wasn't. Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen the other, but
neither of them are helping there.
Yeah, just horrible, man. I rang Beth on the way home, and I was just like, oh my God, if we went to see anyone, and after like a bit of an argument or something, and you're end up fucking talking to him going, oh, he never makes me come. He's calls me ugly all the time. She goes, I was trying on wedding dresses on Saturday, and I looked fit in them, and then he told me I was ugly. I was like, why have you shown him a picture of the wedding dress? And she was like, well, he's fucking not making the wedding anyway. I was like, oh my God. I'm just trying to make little jokes about you. Well, you probably should
just to deflect, but then it's making it dig deeper.
Yeah, it was so fucking heavy. And I said to Beth, I was like, I cannot tell you. If you did anything like that, if we went to see any sort of show, and you said anything like that about me to one of the acts that was on the show, oh my God, there'd be no relationship to figure out. I'm not having this coked up chat with my new best friend. I'm not standing there and watching it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's a very long story.
No, it was a good story.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I didn't have any fucking stories this week.
Got my head caved in. I feel like you're being sarcastic there.
No, I when I posted fucking Steamore's lube.
Oh, fair dues. Did you like it?
Well, I don't know if he's got it yet, but I went to the post office on a Saturday morning, and I took the... I don't really deal with posting things out myself, to be honest. I never do it.
Such a child.
I never really do it. So I just go rock up with this fucking lube in a jiffy bag. I put it on the counter. It's got Steamore's address on it, and I just say like, second class delivery, please. Sorry, Steve, but I've got to fucking save the pennies. I was like, want it recorded because I wanted to make sure it didn't get like, return to sender and that. And she goes, okay, that's fine. Can you put it on the scales, please? So put it on the scales, and she goes, what's in the bag? And I just went fucking chocolate. I went bright red, and I went, I've got a podcast, and it's
You told her?
It's merch and it's some bottle. And she went, dead serious, it's not alcohol, is it? And I went, no, it's...
I mean, it kind of is.
It's lube. And she went, what? And I went, like, lubricant.
You fucking...
And I started, like, giggling a bit, but I was just bright red. And she just went, oh, okay. And she was, like, kind of laughing too. And then she just, like, she filled it out. And then she gave me, like, a...
Why would you tell her?
Well, what? I've got to say... What would I say? What should I say? I didn't want to lie.
What do you mean? What
it's
should
Royal
you say?
Mail. It's Queen and Country. I didn't want to lie.
King.
Oh, sorry.
King.
Yeah, I'm still
Come on
living
now.
in the past.
Come on now.
So, anyway, it gets posted.
What the fuck would you tell her?
Mate, I
That's
walked
so
out.
stupid.
I was bright red. I was fucking so embarrassed.
Oh, it's a water bottle for my cousin.
I didn't even think I'd be asked a question. What's in it? I didn't think that mattered. I
Yeah, of
thought
course it
like,
does.
Why does it matter?
All right.
Or what I'm going to say, C4.
Yeah.
C4's
Yeah,
in there.
say that and see what the reaction is. Yeah,
No,
of course it matters.
You're not going to fucking say that though, are you? If it's something dodgy, you're going to lie about it.
Right, but ultimately, I'm surprised you didn't get tackled because if you did, that the idea is that they ask and then they go off your reaction, at least in airports. And if you look shifty as fuck about your little lube,
I was so
they go, oh, okay. One of my mates fucking went to New York and he's got a proper fear of flying. And I don't know if you've been to New York, but they have the fucking, like, getting through security that takes fucking ages there. Like, it takes like 2 hours to get through security when you land. It's outrageous. Because they quiz you. They quiz absolutely everybody.
Yeah,
and he gets to the front and he's just dead tense and stuff. Everyone's got guns and stuff like that. And he's just being a little bit, like, coy and stuff. And, like, he's not really, like, I'm just in uni. Yeah. And the guy's, like, looks at him and gone, this guy's a bit fucking mad, and just sounded an alarm. And like he just shit himself and got taken into a back room, and he was just had to be like, I'm scared of flying, but I've not got anything. Like I just heavy. Yeah.
Well,
I
I walk out there like I'm never going to see this woman again. It's fine. I just made my peace with the situation, and then found out on Sunday that I had to file a tax return that needed to be with HMRC tomorrow. So I had to go to the post office again this morning for a special delivery, and it was her at the till.
Oh, your lube profits on your tax return.
Ching ching to mean the free lube that I gave to Steve.
So stupid. So stupid. He'll love that as well. He'll love that he put you in that situation.
My face was bright red. I was so embarrassed.
Fucking idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Should we do a quick feature? That story fucking dominated the entire episode, for which I apologise.
Apologising? Be accountable for your story. It was a good story. I'm not going to validate you again.
I couldn't believe it was happening now.
Yeah, of course not.
There was something in the air that night. I went for a drink with Rob Riley afterwards because he lives in Oldham, and he said, do you want to come for a beer? You can tell me the story. So I was like, yeah, sound. Got to the fucking pub, and it's just a pub that he's been going to for years, and it's full of, I said to him, I was like, is everyone in here a character?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. It was like the sort of people where like you just buy like razors off them. Do you know what I mean? Like they just nicked razors from Tesco.
Leg of
And he was
lamb.
like, yeah, it's that sort of gaff. And but it was Halloween. It's Halloween, isn't it? Like it was a couple of days ago, so like a few days before Halloween. So it's exciting stuff. Everyone's sort of there dressed up. Yeah. And I realised like I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but like when you go to a place where people very frequently don't have their teeth, you're the best thing that's ever been in there. And oh my god! Oh my, yeah, mate.
Note to self.
If you ever slow with Beck and you're having a fucking few weeks that are just a little bit dry, you know what I mean?
Go to fucking Cooper's in Liverpool where all the crackheads do karaoke at 2 p.m.
This is it. Right. Yeah. So you're like, I was just sat with Rob, and this girl walks in, and mate, she was lovely. She was a lovely girl, and she just sort of turns around, and she just goes, "Bloody hell, he's handsome."
Like audibly, like
yeah. And I went, sorry? And she went, bloody hell, I've done it again. And just like stormed out of the fucking venue. Right? She just left the venue, bro. Just left the venue.
Done it again. How
just
many
left
times
the venue.
that night?
So I was sat there, I was like, fucking hell, it's a bit mad in here, isn't it? And then she comes back in because all her mates are in the venue.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this fucking, like, she goes and like sits at the other side with like her mates and stuff, and I'm just carrying on, I'm just chatting to Rob. And this guy comes over and just sits next to me and goes, right, my mate over there, he wants you to chat her up. She wants you to chat her up. And I went,
wingman of the year.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I'm just having a drink with my pal, mate. I'm all good. Nice one though. He went, so you're not gonna do it then, no? And I went, no. He went, But it's Halloween.
There's magic in the air. It's a witch on table 7.
I was like, yeah, I know. It's all good though, mate. But have a great night anyway. Enjoy your night. And he went back over and then she comes back over and she's like, so sorry about what our mate said there. Just so sorry about what he's been trying to cop off with me all night. And now he's just trying to wingman me. And I'm really sorry that he said that to you. And I was like, yeah, oh God, no worries.
I'm not even like annoyed at what they're doing to you. I'm annoyed at what this is doing to your ego.
Oh no, it's done nothing for my ego. It's done nothing for my ego. Mate,
the whole
if
night.
you could see the fella that came over. It's not a surprise if she liked it. Like, I'm not even trying to sound like an asshole, but come on, bro. Yeah. Fucking piss on his trousers. Like, I've not got an ego to the sense that I think I'm beautiful, but I've got enough of an ego to think that I'm more of a catch than the man that's covered in piss.
And doesn't have any underwear on.
Doesn't have underwear on. Like, come on.
What were they dressed up? What was she dressed as?
Fucking. Maybe that was his outfit.
Yeah, could have been. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
This guy was a homeless smackhead. Looking good for you.
Features?
They were awful.
He didn't have any. That was the problem.
He didn't. Yeah, fucking out. Right, let's do a quick one of these and then we'll wrap it up. We've had enough fucking mental stories. Let's top it off with this one. It's not been sent in by a listener. It's just off Reddit. We've got a few from listeners, but we've not got time to give them the respect that they're due.
Touche. Touche didn't apply in there, so
no, it
didn't.
Said
that, but you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up by making a porn video without even knowing. When I was 19...
Sorry, I mean, you can't just fucking steamroll over that. Give me a second. Porn video without even knowing. Go on.
Yeah. When I was 19, I was out one night with friends and we had arranged to go back to a bar that our friend was working in. He was going to be closing up that night by himself, so we were going back...
Spell checker.
He was going to be closing up that night by himself, so we were going back before closing time and we were going to drink all night in the pub with him. Anyway, long story short, I pulled a girl that night and she came back with us to the pub. So we're all drinking in the back lounge of the pub. Things start to get hot and heavy with me and the girl, so my mates, being good friends that they are, leave us alone in the lounge and move back to the front bar. So we block the door and go at it fast and hard right there on the pool table.
Escalated fucking
I mean, the
quickly.
adjectives weren't necessary.
Fast,
hard.
Vin Diesel, furious.
We were fairly drunk, so it was pretty wild. Lots of position changes and
That wasn't because you're drunk and wild. That's because the fucking pool table's uncomfortable. You're just trying to get...
Yeah, her ass is numb, so now she's getting on top. Yeah, it's not because you're a fucking savage in the bedroom. It's just she's got a fucking chalk up her ass. You know, got a cue ball in her ass. So what a woman. So after we finished up and get dressed, we head out to the bar, get a drink with the boys, and act like nothing happened. This is where it gets funny. I'm sitting on one side of the table with a couple of the boys, and she's opposite me with her back to the bar. My mate who works there was standing behind the bar looking at me, and he turns on the TV behind her. On the TV is a pool table. It takes me a few seconds to realise that it's a live feed from the security camera in the lounge. All the boys erupt in laughter when they see my face change in realisation that they had all sat at the bar and watched the whole show start to finish. He turns off the TV before the female lead saw the TV. She had no clue why every single one of them were falling over laughing. I had to get her out of there fast, so I made some shit excuse and got her outside and into a taxi. I went back inside and I sat there with 5 of my best friends and we laughed our asses off. We drank the night away and watched the video back many times while I gave my director's commentary and they gave their compliments and criticism. I realise now that I should have told the girl in question, but at the time I felt it was better to let sleeping dogs lie. I felt terrible for her after it, but I made sure it was deleted. I felt terrible for her after it, but I made sure it was deleted. Young, dumb, full of cum, and very drunk.
Fucking hell, lad. They took a sinister turn at the end, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the story.
I didn't tell a lot. I fucking snookered her behind a pink and I didn't tell her.
I don't like the story. I like the story.
I liked it at the start.
It was
wholesome at the start.
Yeah, just a man hooking up with a girl. It was nice.
On an uncomfortable pool table.
It's a bit of a laugh, but then I just find it really weird that they've watched
director's commentary.
Yeah, and then they've watched it back loads.
I mean, they watched it back loads because it wasn't long, the footage.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, it's not a proper game of snooker, is it, I guess?
Yeah, it was a bit sinister.
I don't like the story.
It was a bit sinister at the end.
No, I don't like it.
It's fine.
It's a lot of non-consensual stuff happening in the story. I don't like it.
Well, it was an accident at first.
No, it wasn't. The lad works there. He knows what he was doing.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing, and then he's told them, and so they've watched it. They've told it. And then they've watched the footage back. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't condone it.
No.
So thanks for tuning. At first, I was like, yeah, and at the end, I was like, no. Fucking hell.
Sort of been this whole podcast, isn't it?
No, it hasn't.
So my holiday was good. A woman nearly got my head caved in, and
I drank J2O and posted lube.
yeah. To sum up,
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Professionalism.
Should we leave it there?
Any closing thoughts?
I hope the girl's okay in both stories. And
Not the girl in Oldham. He doesn't give a shit about.
no, and my girlfriend my beautiful girlfriend, she got a promotion today, so I'm going to leave and I'm going to go and have a drink with her.
Congratulations.
So that's right. To me, or?
Yeah, I don't know why I congratulated you.
Well, I mean, if we've got more money now, so she can buy something for a fucking change. So I'm gonna go and have a drink.
Enjoy.
And I'm going to try not to make it awkward.
I'm going to be searching for CCTV pool table footage I'm putting up. And I did just make it awkward.